strength didn't surprise him. It went with her lithe leanness. Still, civilian clothes looked better on her than on him. "So, Major, you must be in the same position I am." "Yes, except that I haven't come nearly as far." She hesitated, unable to think of a graceful way to refer to his limp. "I've heard talk that you saw action against the Chesanthu, that you're only just back from there." She paused, inviting reminiscences. "Yes." He realized the monosyllable had come out more curtly than he'd intended, and sought to perform conversational salvage. "Actually, I wasn't thinking of the Luan Li just now," he lied, indicating the planetary panorama unfolding below. "I was thinking of all the history this world holds." "History?" Her brow crinkled with puzzlement, then cleared. "Oh, yes, I remember now. Many centuries ago, the Iota Pegasi system was part of the New Human Rebels state, whatever it was called." "The People's Democratic Union," Corin supplied. "And it was 4.5 standard centuries ago, to be exact. But I was thinking of what happened after that. This was where Basil Castellan declared himself emperor." Her eyes widened. "You mean the Basil Castellan? And his friends, Sonia Rady and Torval Bogdan?" Her eyes strayed to the planetscape of Santa Clara. "Right here?" He could understand her incredulous astonishment. The New Human Rebellion against the old Solarian Empire was a matter of dry history, but the trio she had named belonged to the realm of legend, beyond any tedious fixity of time and space. He might as well have told her that old King Cole had held court on the planet beneath them, or that the Argonauts had sailed its seas. "Right here," he affirmed. "They really did live, you know, even though they've been so mythologized by now that it's hard to separate the facts from the fables. After he broke with Yoshi Medina, Castellan established himself in former rebel space, where the people saw him as the hero who'd freed them from the new humans. He only reigned a little while before he was defeated by treachery." "Is it true," Janelle asked, eyes still on the planet that had suddenly taken on a whole new aspect for her, "that he and Rady disappeared afterwards? That their bodies were never found?" "That's right. On the backwater worlds of these sectors, they still say that he never died, that he's in cryogenic suspension somewhere, and will return when the people need him." She laughed nervously. "Cryosuspension for 400 years? I don't think so. Besides, it's for damned sure he didn't come back to save the Empire from the Xiangan, or from the rabble of Beyonders who followed them." She couldn't quite sustain her scornful tone to the end of her last sentence. "I wonder," she resumed after a moment, as much to herself as to him, "what it was like to live in those days." "You mean Castellan's lifetime and the generation or so after it? The age of romantic high adventure?" Corin gave a short sound that held too little humor to be called a laugh. "Adventure has been defined as somebody else having a horrible time hundreds of years ago or dozens of light years away. It was an age of non-stop civil war and murderous intrigue, just the kind of age that makes for great historical fiction." He gazed moodily through the transparent armorplast. "The real question is, what would Castellan think of our age?" Somehow he could feel her stiffen from across the few feet that separated them. "What do you mean? There's only one way he could see it. Why, within our lifetimes, the Empire has finally been reunified. The dream he gave his life for has come true." "An idealist," Corin thought sadly. "Like me, you grew up on the news stories of Armand Duchesne's reconquest. No, more like triumphal march, after he'd established the only real power base in Imperial space. And like me, you went into the military to join the grand and glorious parade of the renewed empire. And unlike me, you haven't just returned from the Chesanthu War." His mind flashed back to his academy days, and the words of wisdom Tristan Lobuto, the class lady killer, had condescendingly dispensed to his envious fellow cadets. "The object of a conversation with a woman is neither to enlighten nor persuade."